Welcome to another episode of Charts on Demand, brought to you by TradeSnyper. So first things first, we're going to be looking at a bunch of cryptos and stocks today. But before we get started, I want to direct everybody over to my TikTok. Please go follow me if you are not already. We have about just under 10,000 followers. We're trying to get onto the Creator Fund, so just go ahead and follow me on TikTok, and you'll get a lot more content out of me there. And before we go any further, if you are trying to get the TradeSnyper, which is this incredible indicator right here, as you can see, it flips blue and the market dumps. Right now we're looking at Bitcoin, and as you can see, once it flips from blue to red, there's a bunch of selling pressure, and it falls even harder, and then it'll flip to green, which will indicate a little bit of buying opportunity, and then blow back to blue once it's time to sell. So let me just get my arrow here, and we're going to get started. So right now, we're on the Bitcoin 4-hour chart, and as you can see here, TradeSnyper has flipped from blue to red, and the minute it did that right about here is when the selling pressure started, and as you can see now, it's 38,599, so not looking really good. So if you want to get access to the TradeSnyper indicator, you could have this on your TradingView charts. Just go over to, well, the easiest way to do is just go to my TikTok and click on this link right here, and that will bring you to Patreon, or this one right here. Just go to patreon.com and type in TradeSnyper, and you'll get access to the TradeSnyper going through this link. So just click on that, and it'll bring you right to my page. Okay, so back to Bitcoin. So as you can see, it's been in this, it is a descending triangle. Normally these will break down and fall and indicate a lot of selling pressure. As you can see here, this is what we call a bull trap, a bear trap rather. We're gonna just mark that in here, because what a bear trap is it makes it look bearish. It makes it look like it's gonna fall, and then what happens is like, as you can see here, it went down to 31K again. It went down to the precise point as it did on this drop here. I mean, to the penny, right? 31,000, and it looked like it was gonna keep going. Then it got picked up and started to rally. And then it got rejected at the end of this triangle, and then shot through the triangle. Now, normally when stocks or crypto do this, it's an indication of strength once it breaks out of this downtrend. But as you can see, it got rejected right here around 42K, and now it's falling down even more. So that's very dangerous. If it does not hold and get support, it's going to continue. It's going to fall right through the bottom of this, and it's just going to go down for some more downside. As you can check out the daily here, the daily looks really troublesome, as you can see right here as TradeSnyper flipped blue. It's still, the candles are still green, but TradeSnyper has flipped blue, which indicates the end of this rally. As you can see, the last time it flipped blue was right here on June 5th. And if you put a marker right here, you could see that once it flipped blue, you have days of selling pressure. As you can see, luckily, well, for some, it did not flip from blue to red. Blue will indicate the end of the rally, and there'll be some selling. As you can see, it flipped from blue to hyper green, which was very weird, and it pumped up, which got me suspecting that there's something wrong. As you can see now, it's blue yet again. To backtest this, we can go back to literally any of the bigger falls. My chart is extremely messy, but we're going to clean it up right now. So as you can see here, for instance, it flipped green to blue, it fell, then it rallied up a little bit, then it flipped from green to blue again and started to sell off. And then as you can see right here, once it flipped red on the daily, it was an absolute death trap. I mean, this is a big time fall. Once it flipped from blue to red, I mean, this is a 50% fall in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about a week. So imagine having $1 million worth of Bitcoin, you go into a coma, and a week later you wake up and it's only worth $500,000. That is what happened to the market. So you know, I would definitely recommend getting TradeSnyper, because then you can make these calls. You know, it's happened. This isn't the first time this has happened. I mean, you know, you can see back here. This is back in April, from green, blue, right to red, and then another dump. You know, it's literally pretty much every single time. So right now we're blue. So that's very troublesome, especially on higher time frames like the daily. That could mark really the end of this rally. And you know, I'm expecting some more downside, but the only thing is, once we have gotten out of this triangle here, there's a good chance that you know, it could fall down here and get support at the end of this in this tip here, and then shoot back up. So that could happen as well, but it's very doubtful. Something I want to show that not a lot of people are talking about is the monthly charts. The monthly chart is absolutely catastrophic. Let me find one with more data. So as you can see here on the monthly, pretty much every single time it flipped from green to blue on the monthly, there was a sell-off, as you can see here, and then it just accelerates and flips from blue to red, and then just even more of a drop. And I'm expecting it to happen with Bitcoin. If this does not hold here, this exact area has to hold here, and I'm expecting it to fall. I think, you know, 20,000 would be a perfect floor for this to reaccumulate and get back in. So that's my 2 cents on Bitcoin. There's conflicting charts everywhere. As you can see, the weekly's green, flip green here. This is a good sign for bulls, but it's you know, it's almost you know, you really got to wait to see how it plays out. This could indicate something like over here back in 2018. We're going to take a look at it real quick. Where, you know, it had a little bit of a relief rally. Once it fell, it hit 20K and fell, and it had a little bit of a relief rally, and then next thing you know, it just fell all the way down. I did want to show one more thing. As you can see here from the top of the 20K rally, I know it's super messy. From the top of the 20K rally all the way down to the bottom was a 85% correction, just to have an estimate. So if we do that, I think I've done some past videos. If we do that again with the current charts, we're looking at, we're just going to do this quickly because it's very messy. 85%, and we're looking at a that will give us about a 10K Bitcoin. That's absolutely insane. What's crazy is it would fall right to the bottom of this descending triangle here, and it would you know, probably get support right around there. So that's Bitcoin. We're going to take a look at SHIBA INU. A lot of people are talking about this. A lot of people love it to death, and some people hate it. I mean, it's they're calling it the Doge killer. The only reason I'm going to talk about it real quick is because it popped 30% yesterday. As you can see here, the TradeSnyper called it as clear as day. You could have bought here or here once it flipped from red to green, and it would have been the same result. You would have caught this pump. This here is a pretty big pump. This is I think was a 30% pump here, which is awesome. And let's see, yeah, okay. So if you call, so let's say you were, for instance, you were paying attention and you flipped green right here and you got in, and you would have had a 54% gain. That's insane. So yeah, it's stuff like this you got to pay attention to. And you know, people could have made a lot of money on this trade here. So we're gonna try to clean this chart up a little bit, and yeah, that looks pretty decent right there. These ones are just so unpredictable, and you know, that's why it's good to have TradeSnyper handy for situations like this. We're gonna jump right into ETH. Don't think we have even looked at this chart yet in a few days. Let's see what's going on with ETH. We'll load it up in real time, and let's just check. So what do we have going on with Ethereum? Let's see. So it's obviously falling. We're gonna go hit the daily. Wow. Okay, let me just get rid of some of this stuff. So right now, again, TradeSnyper is blue. Not a good look for Ethereum. Wow. Let's turn some of these back on. So ETH looks like it's in some sort of a this, I don't even know what structure this looks like. This is just a weird looking structure here. I'm not actually sure what the heck is going on with Ethereum. All I know is it's down 5% today, and I can't figure out what structure it's actually in. It could be, usually I can pick these up easily. It could be something like this. Yeah, that's probably it. Something like this. And then it's just coming back down. I'm doing this in real time, so I'm just kind of winging it here. Yeah, it could be in something like that. So that's probably what it is. So it was in this triangle here. It shot up through, and now it's coming back down. If it gets back in here, it'll probably stay in there for a little bit. If you look at the weekly, I'm going to hide all my this messy chart. As you can see, oh boy, so that's not good at all. So the weekly chart on ETH has just flipped red. indicating some major selling in the near future. I wonder if any other charts have flipped red. Bitcoin Cash has, and Bitcoin has been red for a long time. So that's great. So let's just keep going. I want to take a look at AMC. I'm kind of just going quickly through these because I'm doing a lot of charts today. So with AMC, TradeSnyper, if you were following it, called the perfect buy right here once it flipped from green to hyper green at $12, and you could have bought it right here at $12 and rode it all the way up to a 500%-ish gain, which is amazing. So as you can see here, there was a descending triangle. It shot right out through the top of it and shot up. It was actually a rally, and then into another triangle where it looked like it was about to fall here, and it didn't. It got support and shot back up. And then right here, this is a fake rally, in my opinion, where whenever I see a structure like this where it goes up and it gets rejected and comes back down and then goes right down through here, that's a fake rally. What you could do is something like this. You could take this and just flip it. So I copied it, and now I'll put this here and flip this up to the top. And now we're in another one of these triangles. So as you can see, it is getting support, but if it does get rejected by the end of this triangle here, it could be a big problem for AMC, considering it's so overbought. I mean, it's just pumped up to the sky. So we're gonna pay attention to AMC as you get down to the lower time frames. You can see this is pretty much exactly what it's trying to do, but it's at the end of this triangle, so it's either gonna break out or it's gonna break down. We're gonna pay close attention to it, and we will get back to you guys on that. How about Tesla? So in the past video, we had someone talking about shorting Tesla. I believe it was right around here. And I drew this. This must have been drawn on May 21st, saying that Tesla is not bearish yet. It's probably going to shoot up. I believe it was Michael Burry who shorted the shit out of Tesla. And I believe that short still stands. So he's underwater a little bit if he shorted it back around here. If he shorted up here, he's probably good, but right around here at the bottom, which is where I think he was shorting it, he might be underwater a little bit since it shot up. We had this drawn. It was going to go up, get rejected, which it did, come back down, shoot back up, get rejected again, and it was actually supposed to shoot up through this, which it didn't. So now we could kind of guess that Tesla's in a little bit of trouble here, considering the daily flipped blue, and it just isn't looking very good. The 4 hours red. And there's parabolic stars underneath the candle still. So it kind of went along with this template here. It went down, and then now it's going down. So we're going to see what happens. If it shoots up through this, then that's great. But if not, then probably some more downside on Tesla after that. Dogecoin, oh boy. Well, everyone in the planet was telling me how amazing Dogecoin was just a few weeks ago, and now everyone's saying it's dead in the gutters and to scrape it into the trash. It's amazing how a little bit of a price fluctuation and a 40-50% drop can make people hate these things. In my opinion, once people start, and I'm not actually going to go buy Dogecoin today, but the way I look at it is once people start telling me that it's in the trash and it's shit and it's a shit coin and it's going to zero and it's nothing, that's the time to buy it. When everyone was saying Dogecoin is going to the moon, that would be the time to sell it. The rule of thumb is to do the opposite of what everyone else is doing, because I would say 90% of people who are in crypto and stocks are going to lose money. They're complete idiots. They don't know what they're talking about. They're just pretending. And I'm not an expert trader. I'm not the expert of all and the end all be all. But I've been in this long enough to know that whenever the general public says to buy something, that's the time to sell. And whenever someone says it's junk and it's time to sell, it's probably time to start looking to buy it. Again, don't go buying Dogecoin today, but there are some indicators that we're showing that shows a little bit of bullish potential on Doge, and we're going to show you them right now. So a couple things I've noticed. It was in this. This is the Coinbase listing. It looks absolutely terrible. This is when it got listed on Coinbase. It was 43 cents. It got listed on Coinbase. Everyone thought this was going to shoot to the moon. I'm literally so fucking sick of that statement that I want to throw up whenever anybody says it. So it got listed and it got completely cracked. Of course, because the listing was priced in, and then it just fell, and fell even more. I got to double check to make sure that's the exact day it was listed. I know this is from Coinbase here, but we'll double check that. All I know is once it got listed, it completely got cracked. It's been in this descending channel here for a while, and as you can see, TradeSnyper is red, but it's starting to bend like it did here. Now, the last time it bent like this, It flipped green and it shot through this channel here. Well, now it's in another descending channel, and you know we have to kind of wait and see to see if it's going to go break through it. I don't think it is. You can see here it's already bending. It's getting resistance, and it's just really not looking good. So Dogecoin could have some more downside to it. I could definitely see it falling more, considering how freaking overbought it is. It's just absolutely insane. So let's see. We're just going to kind of wing it here and just pick on a couple of random coins. I know people have been, let's see, talking about Theta token, one of my favorites of all time. This is a strong coin. I haven't strong token. I haven't looked at this in a minute. Let me just try to clean it up a little bit. I have a lot of just like random lines in here. You can see it's in this shuttle looking thing. Let me get to the daily here. So on Theta, yeah, Theta was in this huge triangle here, and as you can see, it's facing downwards. So usually it goes in the opposite direction of where it's facing. So now that it's facing downwards, I would assume that Theta is going to go up and go on a run at some point. The daily's blue along with the rest of the crypto markets. So, I mean, obviously not today, but I think soon Theta could probably come back down and, you know, maybe get support here and then maybe fall a little bit back down here-ish and then shoot up. What would that look like? Well, we're going to do that right now. So we could maybe leave it right here at this last price point. This is what it might look like. So if this gets rejected here, we could expect it to fall, and then kind of, yeah, it's something like that. And then, so it'll fall back down maybe to, you know, $2, which will be beautifully buying opportunity. It would be a 1, 2, it would be 3 here, 3 taps on a line, something along the lines of this. 3 taps like that, and we can get rid of this channel. Boom. All right, that looks great. So if this happens, that would be amazing. I would definitely get in to Theta at anything below this triangle here. And that's that. So that's Theta. If you take a look at the weekly, I mean, it's just so they're still so overbought. But look, the weekly's starting to turn green, so that could be a good sign for Theta. If we look at the monthly, though, the only problem is it is just completely. Look how high it went. So like this has to come back down eventually. So I'm not really sure. I would just stay clear and just be careful with all of these, with everything in the crypto market, because it's just so oversold, overbought rather, and it's just dangerous. So what else can we look at? We did ETH, Bitcoin Cash. I don't think anybody cares about BCH, Tezos. Let's take a look. Daily. I mean, everything is just fall. Yeah, blue on the daily chart. Let's see if we have any drawings to help us. All right, so yeah. So we do have drawings to help us. So we drew this channel here, and it seems to me that every time, where's my arrow? Every time that it has touched the bottom of this channel would be the best buying opportunity on Tezos. So as you can see here, we have almost another buying opportunity on Tezos. It just needs to fall a little bit more. I would say, you know, if Tezos was to fall back down to maybe another 20%, if it falls 20%, I would say that would be time to get in, because like I said, it going back to, you know, 2018 even on the weekly chart, it has not broken this plane. I mean, it has dipped below it a little bit, but it hasn't closed below it and had a lot of like danger below it. So something like along the lines of that. So, you know, you can see, you know, every time, like right here at, you know, $2, it's like the best buying opportunity ever. Now, I did want to say it hit $2, right? And if you look at this, it shot up 300%. And then now it has corrected. Look at the correction on Tezos. I mean, this is a huge correction. So from the top right here, and the top was literally just in May. So that was the top, and it's fallen all the way down. It's right now it's sitting at 60%, but right here is your full 70% correction. So you know, like I said, we need that 85% we were talking about. So a full 85% correction from the top of Tezos would bring it below here, something like this even. So that would be scary if this was to break. I'm not really sure, but we'll see. So you know, we're gonna keep our eye on XTZ USD. And what else do we have here? Pancake Swap, Stellar Lumens, Link. Oh, Ripple. Let's take a look at XRP. So XRP, I want to find the, yep, where's the one? Where's the one that I had the drawings on? This one? I could hardly even see my own chart sometimes. I think it was this one. Nope. We'll just go with this one for now. So, as you can see, let me zoom in. Oh wow, this looks crazy. So as you can see, there is a method to this madness here. We thought that, so this is from a past video. So we thought that it was going to fall and fall, which it did, get picked up, which it did, and get rejected. And we thought it was going to shoot up here. It didn't, and it got rejected. So now we're back in this sort of triangle formation here. There's a failed rally, another rally formation. This we don't need. And so, all right, cool. So now we're sitting with XRP. As you can see, this triangle here is pointed upwards. What did I just say? Whenever I see triangles that are pointed upwards, they usually go in the opposite direction. So we're going to keep an eye on that. Now, with Ripple, there's the court date going on. There's all this shit going on. They just pushed the court date back for a while. So people might get impatient, and they honestly might dump it. As you can see, we're getting a little support at 84 cents. So that's looking kind of good for Ripple. It is very low. I'm not low, but I mean, from where it was just a few weeks ago, it's pretty low. We're getting support. If you look at some of the lower time frames, it's getting picked up. The only thing I worry about is something like this. Yeah, something exactly like this. Yeah, it's already blue. That it's gonna ping off the bottom here and then just fall through. That's what I worry about. So I probably wouldn't touch any of these. I wouldn't touch Ripple right now, especially considering the daily is blue. As you can see here, when the daily was blue, it had 4 or 5 days of a correction, jumped, another couple of days of correction. This is scary here because it went from green right to hyper red and just fell. And as you can see here, it went from blue to red and fell even harder. So Ripple, this is like a weird looking structure. I don't really know what to do with it. I would literally just be careful. If you own it, I would just hang on to it. And if it drops more, it's dollar cost average. There's really no point in selling here. I would just be looking for better spots to buy it, and that's really the best thing you could do, because it's already dropped so low. To sell it here makes no sense. It's probably only going to drop at the maximum 20-30% more. At that point, you just buy more. So let's take another look at Bitcoin before we end this vid. We got here on the 4-hour. And yeah, I mean, it's just I just don't trust these rallies. They're just so crazy. So I don't know why I have all these price points here, but yeah. So we're just gonna keep it rolling with Bitcoin. Like I said, if this gets rejected here at 41K, if you can't break it, then we're just gonna keep falling. And if it falls through this and falls through this, it's just gonna keep going down more. So right now, I would just say no trade zone. Just be careful. Definitely go onto TikTok and check out my page. And if you don't want to do that, then just go over to the TradeSnyper on Patreon and sign up, and you'll get access to the TradeSnyper, if I could spell it. Sniper. Okay, cool. So yeah, just go there, and you'll get the TradeSnyper access. So that's pretty much it for today. Let me know in the comment section anything that needs to be improved on. Any also charts that you want me to look at. This is charts on demand, so you can just reply in the comments section of this video and just let me know what chart you want to look at. How about gold? Oh boy, look at gold. We'll save that for another day. Gold is getting absolutely butchered. We're going to save that for next episode. So definitely tune in, and thank you for watching.